Welcome everyone, and it's a pleasure to be with you in my back garden, well actually my front garden today. So you're going to hear the sounds of the birds. There's lots of wildlife here in Bowral. I thought I'd step outside since it's a stunning day, beautiful afternoon to record a class. Hopefully you enjoy it. Let's begin by starting in an extended child's pose. So bring your big toes to touch, knees open out wide, and settle your hips back towards your heels. Lengthen your arms along the mat and fold forward, so maybe your forehead rests down, maybe it doesn't, maybe your hips settle back onto your heels, maybe they don't. Just give yourself a few moments here just to settle into your breath. It always feels really nourishing to close down your eyes. If that's cool with you, why don't you do that now? If your forehead makes contact with the mat, maybe it feels nice to rock it from left to right. Take a few more moments here. Feel the breath coming through your nose. Maybe even just a sigh out the mouth. Inhale through your nose. Sigh out your mouth. Let's do that a few more times. And seal your lips. For the best part of the practice, you can breathe entirely through your nose. Walk your hands over to the left side of your mat, maybe all the way off your mat, and then let yourself lengthen along your right side body. So you've bent your body to the left, and that allows the elongation of the right side. Come back through your center and take it over to the other side. So maneuver your way through the center line of your mat and over to the opposite side. Go back through your center and shift into tabletop, all fours. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Ground your toenails. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Look down at them and notice how you've grounded here. And we'll take a few cow cats. So inhale, tilt the tailbone up, open the collarbones, look up. And then exhale, reverse all that. Cat, spine, belly button in, dome the back, push away from the earth. Move through that with fluidity now. We overthink so much in our lives. We don't need to overthink this. A couple more. Call it sexy cat. When you get into your next cat shape, start to move in a way that feels super organic and natural. Bend the elbows, roll the head, move through the torso, and change the orientation of your hands, get funky in the wrists and the elbows. Explore your body. Back in your tabletop position. Fingers spread nice and wide. Let's lift the thumbs, lift the palms, come forward onto 4 fingers of each hand, and hinge to your first row of knuckles. Warm up your wrists by lifting and lowering the palms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Puppy pose. Prance your hands down the mat, lower to the forearms. Belly button in, so hips stay over your knees here, and I like to tuck my toes. And with the tuck of my toes, I create a little bit of force to allow the chest to, and the heart space to soften towards the mat more. And stay here for a few more moments. Now slide forward onto your tummy. So lift your head, lift your chest, and then find our way into a sphinx. So forearms on the mat, arms spread wide. Elbows slightly in front of your shoulders. Widen the feet if that feels more natural for you at the back of your mat. Hold here for a moment. Cross the forearms in front of your face and lower your forehead down. Bend the knees behind you so the heels and the feet lift. And move the feet from side to side, so like your windscreen wipers. Bring your knees together, press your hands under your shoulders into the mat, and come back into a Japanese style child's pose. So hips back to heels. Sweep the arms back this time so the forearms rest on the earth. Maybe the thumbs point to each other and the palms face the sky. Primary curve through your spine. See if you can soften through the frontal hip creases. It's an area where we can gather a lot of tension in our day. So take your mind's eye awareness to there. Lift your chest, move your hands forward, and find your way into downward facing dog. So tuck your toes, lift your hips to the sky and press back. And pedal the feet, moving away from really natural now. Nod the head, be playful, be creative. Once you've settled in your down dog, find a moment here to let the head feel heavy, the hands feel grounded, and the hips and the buttocks are lifted to the sky. Lift your right leg on an inhale breath and then yawn the hip open and move into your leg with creative shapes. Three-leg dog, inhale breath. And step the right foot to your right pinky finger at the top of the mat and plant the back foot at a 90-degree angle to the back of your mat. Lunge dog, so walk your hands off the mat to the left. Front foot points forward, back foot points to the left. And see if you can keep your knee tracking towards the big toe of the front foot and engage with the pinky toe edge of your back foot. Holding here for a few more moments. Walk the hands back to the top of your mat, rotate onto the ball mound of the back foot and lower the knee down. Untuck the toes behind you and place your hand on your right thigh, your right hand on your right thigh. And look to your right. Place both hands in front of you, into the inside of your front foot, and walk it slightly to center, and in the process, take your hips back and lengthen your front leg out. Maybe tuck or untuck the toes behind you. And if you haven't thought about practicing outside on mosquitoes in the summer here, not to worry, pausing, breathing. Come forward into front foot and then step the back foot forward and fold forward and tuck it. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the crown of the head forward. And exhale, fold a little deeper. Upward salute, inhale, hands out wide, gather the breath to the sky. Palms touch at the heart space, chin to chest. Inhale, upward salute, look up, lift up. Exhale, fold to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Lower the knees, the chest, and the chin, and slither forward to cobra. Ground the toenails, and it's like striking cobra. So hands wider than you normally would, maybe all the way off your mat, and lift the chest. And then lower. Lift. And then lower. Press back to a Japanese or extended child's pose, wide knees, and hold there for a moment. Lift the chest, look forward, walk your hands forward, and make your way into downward facing dog. Let's do that on the other side now. Left leg lift. Yawn the hip open and get moving into a hip, knee, and ankle joint. And step the left foot to your left pinky finger. Rotate the back foot to the right and walk your hands off the mat to the right. Lunge dog. Two more breaths. And walk your hands back to the inside of the front foot. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot and lower it down. Leave the right hand on the mat and take your left hand to your left thigh and just gently rotate to the left. Lower both hands to the front of the mat. Walk your left foot to center, so your front foot, in the process take your hips back and find your way to a big juicy stretch. So the front leg is long. Just think about suctioning that thigh bone into the hip socket. Come forward onto your front foot and then step forward. You fold forward. And halfway lift, inhale breath. And exhale fold. Inhale upward salute. Hands to heart center. Now I'm going to rotate to the left so I face you, so that we've got the long edge of our mat in front of us and I've stepped halfway down the mat. And from this space here with our hands at heart, take a moment in the center of your mat in a different orientation to normal. Cross your right leg over your left. Sweep your hands up. Hold the right wrist and bend to the left. Maybe peek under the right armpit. Coming back through your center, hands at heart to stabilize, uncross the legs and recross in the opposite way. So left in front of right, hands up, lift up, hold the left wrist and bend to the right. As you come back through center, uncross the legs. Hands up in space. And step wide into goddess. So feet rotate out, bend into the knees, maybe hands on hips to get you down there. And I like to take the hands to the thighs and then move in a creative way. take our goddess here. So cactus the arms, sit down into your seat, ground into the heels. Pause here. And let's add a little bit of breath coordination. So inhale, open the chest forward, retract the shoulder blades, squeeze them behind you, and then exhale, elbows and hands come to touch in front of the face. Inhale, and then exhale. Inhale, and then exhale. Now last one here, we're going to open up on an inhale. And with your exhale, I want to sweep your right arm out in front and then cross the left arm over top. And eagle wrap the arms or hold your shoulders. Either or. Lift the elbows to the sky and open up, and then exhale, draw the elbows around your spine towards the chin to chest motion. Whichever you took if you're holding your shoulders, or the eagle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, lift. And exhale, draw in and hold. Uncross the arms. Sweep up, lift up, rise up, stand up. And then 5-pointed start. So flex at the wrist so you've created stop signs, but you're long in the legs and then musculature is active. Holding here. Rotate your left foot to point to the back of your mat and slightly rotate the right foot, heading into triangles. Take your left hand forward, left hand to left shin, right hand to the sky. Three deep breaths. And as you lower your right hand to your right hip, rotate into a pyramid pose. So bringing your chest with you and step the right foot wide. Potentially come onto the ball of the back foot, so lift the back heel. And then as you lower your hands to frame your front foot, take a halfway lift and lengthen forward, and then fold over your front thigh. So theoretically, you'd be at your back of the mat now. I sure am. So hold here for 2 more breaths. Bend into our front knee, step the back foot further down the mat and lower the back knee down. So facing the back of your mat, left foot is forward, lifting up, rising up, reaching up, the palms touch, and hold here. A couple of breaths, and then frame your front foot, so fan the hands down, right hand on the earth, right toes tuck, right knee lifts, open twist, inhale breath. Maneuver your way into Skandasana into your left knee. So we're remaining at the back of our mat, which is rotating around, and bring our hands forward in front of us. So right leg is long, and I know on the camera this will seem the other way. It's right leg long, and I've stayed in my left knee at the back of the mat. And then we'll make our way to the middle of the mat for our yogi squat. So we're halfway through. Hands can be at heart, palms to touch. So we'll do all that again. We're going to go up and around and meet me back in the center of our mat. So we're going to bend into our right knee. So step it further down your mat, Skandasana, left knee, left is long. Hands on the inside of the front foot. And a sweet little transition to our low lunge. So rotate, lower back knee, untuck the toes, lift the hands up, palms touch. Sweep the hands down. Frame your front foot, the pyramid. So tuck the back toes, lift the hips, lengthen the front leg, and step closer, step wider with the back foot. Whatever works for you there. So a little bit of maneuvering to head to triangles. So just shuffle the back foot, so that's your left foot down your mat. Lengthen your front leg, and that should be your front leg is your right leg, and then lift the left hand up. make our way to 5-pointed star. So lift up, arms long, rotate the toes out, flex the wrists, and stop sign the hands. Now my legs are fairly wide here, so let's bring ourselves into a wide leg fold. So bring your feet parallel to the short edges of your mat. Maybe with your hands on your hips, guide yourself forward with your chest and heart and fold forward. A big halfway lift. And then let's get into those movements like we did before to prep for goddess and moving into our left hand with our eagle arms. So moving side to side. And then sitting down into our seat. Cactus the arms. Inhale, open the heart. And exhale, elbows and hands touch. Inhale, open the heart. And exhale. Close the hands and elbows to touch. One more together. Inhale. And an exhale. Okay, so go back this time. Inhale, breath. And then sweep the left arm forward. Cross the right arm over top. Shoulders, option 1. Bind up the arms and lift. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And an exhale. And one more. Exhale, draw the elbows towards the groin. If you're an eagle, just round the spine and hold. Five-pointed start. Lengthen the legs, sweep the hands out, flex at the wrists. We'll head the same direction again. Triangle into your left foot. So right foot points forward, left foot to the back of your mat, left hand reaches forward and then finds the left shin, and the right hand lifts to the sky. Lower the right hand onto your right hip, pyramid, rotate the chest. So I like to even take that right thumb into the hip crease here and press it back a little as you fold forward over the front thigh. And forward into that front knee, untuck the back toes, lower the back knee, lift up, rise up, look up. Sweep the hands down, frame your front foot, plant the right hand, untuck the right toes, lift the left hand, open twist. Into Skandasana, bend into your left knee, right leg long, hands at heart maybe, yogi's choice. Midway down the mat, we'll find our way into a squat position. All that down the other end of our mat. So shuffle down into Skandasana. Now right knee, left leg is long down the mat. Rotate into your right foot at the front of the mat and lower the back knee down. Lift up, rise up. Frame the front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Lengthen the front leg and find your way into pyramid. Triangle now, so step your left foot back. Let the front leg stay more or less where it was. Maybe the foot didn't have to move. Left hand up to the sky. And five-pointed start, lift up, rotate both toes out, stop sign the hands, heart center, step to the center of the mat. Let's just take a moment. Bring your right knee in towards you, open the knee out wide, catch the ankle, bring the sole of the foot onto the inside of the left thigh. You can lower it down to wherever it feels appropriate or even a kickstand on the earth. It feels appropriate to practice our tree outside here in the beautiful sunshine. earth through that left foot and lift the energy up through to the crown of your head. And step the right foot down, shake it out, and roll it out. And let's all do that on the other side. So back to heart center, bring the left knee in, give it a really big squeeze. Open the knee out wide, catch the ankle, bring the sole of the foot into the upper right thigh, or wherever feels appropriate. Let's just stand here, strong and stable like a tree. Able to move in the breeze and adapt to our surroundings. Finding the patience in your practice. Nice, step the left foot down, roll it out, shake it out, step it out. Now I'm going to stay orientated towards you on the camera. I think it'll be a little easier, but you're welcome to find your way to the top of your mat. I'm going to simply come down and sit down. And I'd like you to find deer pose. So sit on your right hip and sweep the right shin out in front of you. So it's more or less level with the edge of your mat. And I think about 90-degree angles here, but we don't need to be that dogmatic. You just create a shape where the inside of the left leg is on the mat and the outside of the right leg is on the mat. Left hand in between your thighs near your groin, right hand on the outer edge of your right thigh. Lift your chest. Then rotate your way around to the right. You're welcome to lower down onto the forearms. That feels nice in your body. So you need to lift your chest a little. Back to where you started and take your left hand and find the right ankle in front of you. Draw the right heel in towards your groin and then reach both hands over for the left knee and help scoop the whole leg and step the foot to the outer right thigh. So our right knee and right leg is still bent. It's our left leg that stepped over our right thigh. And then take your right arm out in front of you and hug the left knee in towards your chest and rotate to the left. Come back through your center, lean back a little, take a wide leg fold. So I'm going to take all this space on these two mats here, rolling the tissues out from underneath our thighs, lifting the chest, let the toes roll in, roll out, whatever feels good, flex, point or floint the feet, and then walk the hands forward. And turn off the muscles in your thighs and let the belly feel soft. A couple more moments. And start to lift yourself up. Now, I've already orientated myself in this wide leg fold that's going to help me sit more into my left hip, bend my left knee. So we're just going to go on the other side. So left knee bends. Outer edge of the left foot is along the mat. Inner edge of the right leg is on the mat now. Maybe 90 angles, whatever works. Right hand in between your thighs, close to your groin. Left hand on the outer edge of your thighs. And then we'll rotate around to the left. yourself up and back to center. Use your right hand to reach for your left ankle. Draw the heel close to your buttocks. Both hands sweep over, find the right knee and help scoop the foot and the leg up and step into the outer left thigh. Lift your chest, reach the left hand forward, bend the elbow around the right shin and rotate to the right. Come back to your center. Hands behind you, lean back a little and bound ankle pose, soles of feet touch. Bend the knees close towards your groin, can create a little bit more excitement, so to speak, a bit more tension in the body. So I like to take my feet out a little further away from me and start to fold forward. Start to lift the chest, look forward and find your way down onto your back, along your mat. If you would like to cover your eyes or perhaps use a prop somewhere, feel free to do so and settle in as quickly as you can to stillness of Shavasana. You've got more time to enjoy a longer Shavasana, I encourage you to take it. If you want to continue your day, wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, roll the wrists and roll the ankles. Sweep the hands up and overhead and then roll onto your favorite hip in a fetal position. And then swing your way up into a comfortable seat. Okay, with you, close down your eyes, draw your chin towards your chest. Well done today. Thanks for practicing. Thanks for joining me. Take a moment here to recognize the value in stepping out of a busy world, finding these moments of stillness. Letting our breath guide us. Comes to your third eye, chin to chest. Loka samasta sukhi bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Greet this beautiful version of yourself and the remainder of your day in the Hindi word. Namaste. Thanks everybody. Everything's still a little rustic. This is only my class number 3, but as I develop more followers, more time, I'm going to be expanding and improving audio and things like that. But hopefully this will suffice for now. Thank you very much for joining me, and have a lovely rest of your day.